gathered some more information on the Saw video game. I know that Detective David Tapp is being tested and will also be the main protagonist of the game. The abandoned asylum that the game is set in has other victims being tested, just like Tapp. Some of the people in the game will cooperate with you, while others will have completely lost their fucking mind and will try to fucking kill you. While some will have become apprentices to Jigsaw. There will also be a pig mask figure running about as well. Round about the asylum. Now the pig mask figure can either be Detective Mark Hoffman or Amanda Young or someone else besides Dr. Lawrence Gordon. Like, remember, the game is set between Saw 1 and Saw 2, and this is to answer questions from both films. Now, in the game Jigsaw, I watched a video on YouTube. I forgot the name of it, but in the video I watched that Tapp enters a room and Jigsaw has left a note for him, and whenever you read it, the note says that he got someone to remove the bullet inside Tapp's chest that was lodged in him in Saw 1. If you've watched my other Saw video game theory, you remember that I guessed the possibility that Dr. Lawrence Gordon was the one who removed the bullet. Alright. That was right. Tapp, we know, was obsessed with the Jigsaw case after his partner, Detective Stephen Singh, was killed in pursuit of Jigsaw, real name John Kramer. This caused him to become sick and have a mental breakdown, and he then hired Adam Faulkner Stanhecht, who is a young photographer, to follow and take pictures of Gordon. Saying that this game will be set in the past, I really wouldn't be surprised if there was a different accomplice, someone we haven't met yet. You know, there probably was somebody else, and they probably like Amanda, or maybe they would have been like Hoffman and probably made a mistake and got killed, you know. Okay, because this is actually a lost chapter in the Saw saga. Those who have played Star Wars Force Unleashed, you know, will notice that those that have paid attention to the storyline will know what I mean. It explained this Star Wars Force Unleashed was like a prequel. It was like it was a lost chapter. It was like between Star Wars Episode 3 and Episode 4. It explained more about the fourth one. You know, it's practically a lot of shit game. Anyway, I'm probably rambling on here, but I'm kind of just woke up and dressed, you know, I I'm going somewhere soon. Okay, Jigsaw left. Tapp is actually anyway. Okay, anyway, that Jigsaw left by Tapp is actually anything hints towards Dr. Gordon. Whenever I watched a bit of the game being played, I heard other characters actually was one man shouting for the key, and I read that Tapp had a key inside where the bullet was lodged into him, and the other, yeah, once again I have all this written down, I'll see if I remember. Right. The other character tells him that Tapp has. Now, something really isn't right here. I think all the other ones that have woken up in the asylum have been told, you know, that the only way to escape the asylum, the key to the room out, is inside. Well, they don't know that it's actually inside Tapp's chest, but they know that Tapp has it, and they probably think that Tapp is the one that put them there. I don't know. Maybe not. I'm just theorizing. This, from what we know, are random people that probably don't even know each other, but probably connected in some way. I doubt to be connected. I really doubt it. Like, they could be connected to each other like the way the Fatal 5 were in Saw 5. They could be connected the same way those in Saw 2 were in the Nerf gas house, but I really doubt that. Okay. I think that all the other people who have woken up in the asylum actually have been given the tape, and Jigsaw has told them something, because, you know, this is possibly a twist. you know, everybody seems to know him. Some, not everybody, but the two men that were there, like, you know, it's not right here. Okay. Right, where was I? I need to get a fucking pen. Sorry, might be a minute here. I would say that you'd rather have to work together to escape, but then you will get the really selfish characters like Xavier Chavez and Saw 2, who had his throat slit by Daniel Matthews. You know, and they'll just complicate things even more, as if Jigsaw's like trickery words and like weren't enough, such as when he said to Detective Matthews in Saw 2, "You'll find your son in a safe and secure state." His son Daniel Matthews was actually inside a safe. He was also something. Oh God. So you'll probably hear more of Jigsaw saying things like that there in the game. There's always like two answers to one question, and one of them is right. So, anyway, another YouTuber commented on my last video saying that there's a screenshot in the game of a man wearing the same clothes that Dr. Gordon wore in Saw 1. That their blue shirt and the dark trousers, which was the blue, like we can't see the character's face because the trap that's on the character is like covering his face. It's like a big box, only it's like made of metal or steel, and it's like covering his whole face, and it seems to be a wee thing that you can slide back and see through, and it's also strapped around his torso as well. Right. Now I'm pretty, from what I've read, I'm pretty 100% sure that Dr. Gordon will come back for the game. I have this other crap written down somewhere if I can find it. Where did I put it? Ah, shit. Just give me a minute. Shit. Oh, here it is. Right. Do you know why Dr. Gordon wasn't in Saw 2? Because the actor who portrayed him wasn't paid the full amount. The actor was Cary Elwes. He wasn't paid the full amount of profit he was promised, and therefore sued Lionsgate Films. Yeah. And now, if that hadn't have happened, I think Dr. Gordon's fate would have been revealed in Saw 2, and you know, and I think that the Saw video game, I think the Saw video game has been written by the original creators Lee Wannell and James Wan, and I think the Saw video game would actually have been Saw 2 in the film. It's a sequel to Saw 1, only in a video game, and so questions will be answered. All of those. Also, those who will have watched Saw 5 will remember that the Fatal Five were all connected because each of them were deeply responsible for a fire that went off in a building, and yet people were still in that building. Many people are believing that their building was a nerve gas house, and that the 8 people in Saw 2 were in. That could be it. I don't know, but I think Saw 6 will explain that. Somehow, some fans are thinking that the 8 people, you know, what I'm thinking, like, if it were the 8 people, and if they killed the 8 people, like, the 8 people were already dead besides 2 of the 8 people got out. Like, I don't care. I don't even know if I'm gonna make another theory or not.